Hello. Okay, so for today, I'm going to talk about basic operators. As you can see on the screen, I have it here. My goal is to explain the difference between, well, in JavaScript, to explain the difference between these three equal operators. Uh, the one, this one has three equal signs. This one has two. This one has one. And then I'm going to talk about simple if-else statements, and then use that to explain the AND operator, the OR operator, and the not operator. So to do this, I'm going to show you my code in a second. Let me just get this ready. Okay, perfect. So I have some comments here just showing you. I don't really need the comments because I already showed the video. Let me X this out. Okay, let me make this bigger so you can see my screen. Perfect. Alright, so again, the goal is first to explain these three operators and then use the if-else statement, basic if-else, to explain these three operators. Alright, so comment for this one, and that one. Alright, so I'm going to create my first variable and then show you the assign operator intentionally. So as you can see that the equal operator, the one that has one equal sign, that one is simply an assign operator. It is used to assign values to variable. Here I'm assigning 2 to x and 3 to y. That's all it is used for, nothing else. Now it is not used to check for a condition. It is just used for assign. Now let us talk about the other two. This one, the top one, you know what, let me put this in name. This means assign operator. This one is defined as equal to operator, and this one is equal value and type operator. Equal value and type operator. Okay, so I'm going to show you, let me print this to the screen and show you what happens. So so if we have, let's do the assign operator. Let's say, let me just call this operator so I can show you. Let's see what happened when we do this. Well, that was an accident. Let me clear that. Again, make this bigger so you can see. Node with 3 operator equals 3. Notice what is happening here. What I was thinking was I was expecting this to show true or false, but it didn't. But that's the reason why it didn't, because this is an assign operator. What just happened is that we can clearly see that x equals 2. But over here, I'm changing the assignment. I'm saying now x equals y, and y is 3, so x equals 3. Hence, I have a 3 value as my result. Now, but that's not what I want to do. So let's change this to this. Let's see what happens. We get false. Now again, this checks if the values are equal. Are the values equal? No, that's why I got false. Is 2 equal to 3? No, that's why I got false. So let me make y equals 2. That false is going to become true now. True, as we see that. Because the value of 2 is equal to the value of 3. This is really, really important. Now, let me show you something. I'm going to remove that. I'm going to make it a string. I'm going to put 2. Obviously, they are different type. This is a string. This is a non-string. This is an integer. This is a string. This is a non-string. Okay, so now, but their values are still the same, and I can show you that because this would output true. Let's see. Let me clear this. Do it again. True, as you can see, it is true because their values are the same. Are their types the same? I'm about to show you something. Now let us put 3 operators in there, and let me show you what this means. The 3 equal sign This checks for value and type. Value and type. Now, we've already confirmed that the values are the same, but because this checks for value and type, this should give you false. Let's check. False, as we see, because their values are not the same, but I mean, their types are not the same, but their values are the same. Again, if I remove this, it's going to be true because the two equal sign only checks if their values are the same. Let's confirm. True, because their values are the same. Make that to 3. We have true. Oh no, I didn't save it. That's why. All right, I saved it. Let me clear this. Do it again. False. Perfect. Again, this shows whether or not their values are the same. The to operator shows if their values are the same. The 3 equal sign shows if their value and their type are the same. And that's what I just confirmed here. All right, so let's move on. So the next thing I want to show you is simple if-else statement. Now, when you're doing if-else is it's one easy thing to do if your goal is to check if one value is either greater or equal or is not equal to another variable. That's the most simple case to use if-else for. I mean, there are plenty of cases to use it for. Let me show you. So, to do an if-else operator, you write if, and then you put your condition inside the parentheses. Open the bracket, else, and you put your condition here. Alright, so what do we want to check? Let us check. Does x equal to y? Let us see. Is x equal to y? I already showed you that this checks for value. So the output of this should be what? True, because we just confirmed that in the last statement. So if it is true, the things that are inside here is the thing that the compiler is going to pay attention to. It's not going to go into the statements inside the else statement. So let's confirm that by doing this. Console.log right there. And then for this one, right, nah. So if this is true, the I should output the term the. If this is false, I should output the term nah. So let's see. Let's save it. As you can see, DUH, duh. So it is true. Now, if I put the 3 equal sign, which checks for value and type, what do you think is going to output? Let's see. Nah, because it is not true. It is false. Again, if else, very simple thing to use to check for conditions to see if something is true or false. Now, I'm going to show you the AND operator. When to use the AND operator and when not to use it. Okay, so we know this is true, right? Now, what about if, let's make another variable. It's called z equals 3. So we know the left side is true. I'm going to put the AND operator. And does x equal to z? Now, let me show you something. So the compiler is going to come here and it's going to ask this question. Is the value of x equal to the value of y? The answer is yes. But it's not going to go into the statement right away. It's going to check the right side of this AND operator. It's going to say, is the value of x equal to the value of z? Obviously, the answer is not true. So if one of them is not true, it directly goes to the else statement. In order for this condition to be passed, both sides has to be true. So when you're using the AND operator, you need both the left side to be true and both the right side to be true. If just one of them is false, it skips this whole statement and goes right into here. So let's confirm that. So I'm expecting this to print NaH now. And as you can see, that's what we got, NaH, because it checks for both. Now let me show you how the OR operator works. This is the OR operator. Let me put the name around here so you know what this is called. This is the AND operator. This one, we just did that. Now the OR operator. Okay, so the OR operator is a little different. I'm going to erase this, put this. Now, we know that the left side is true, and we know that the right side is false. The OR operator works in this way. It only requires one of them to be true, as opposed to the AND operator, which requires both of them to be true. This requires only one to be true. So we know this is true, and we know this is false. But because the left side is true alone, all we need to do, the compiler goes directly into this statement and prints the word DUH. Duh. Let's see. As you can, and which is the case, DUH. Duh. Because one of them is true. That's all it requires. That's all the compiler requires. It requires only one of the conditions to be true, and that's what we just shown here. Now let us use the not operator. It's actually called the not logical. If you Google the term, not logical operator. Okay, that's the symbol. Let us use this. Now this is a little different. I want to show you this. This is very simple actually. So we know that x x equals 2, correct? Now I can easily say if x equal if x equal if the value of x equals to 2, we know what's going to print this. If x if the value of x equals to 2, prints $. If it does not, print not. So we know this is going to print $. Because why? Because the value does equal to 2. It's right here. But let us use the not operator. All we have to do to use it is put the not operator in front of it, in front of the two equal sign. So in order for you to negate your condition, all you need to do is put the not operator right in front of whatever operator that you're using. So this statement is false. Why? This is so the compiler is going to come here and ask, is the value of x equal to 2? No, is the value of x not equal to 2? So let's see this. You see, because the value of x is not equal to 2, it prints NaH. Now, why? Because if you remove this x, the actual value of x is what? Is 2. So it's basically saying, is is does these two values equal to each other? We know that they equal to each other, but because I put the not operator there, they do not equal to each other. That's what it's saying. So this statement is false when the compiler actually checks it because of the not operator. So it's saying that 2 does not equal to 2, which is not true. So hence it gives you the NaH. Now let's confirm this again. No. Okay, so what else? So let's see if we can use it. Let's see if I can give you a simple assignment to do. Post a solution for me in the comments. I really appreciate that. Your feedback is amazing. So we can say that if let let's print on p equals to 5, and then we say that if x is equal to the value into the type of x z. Alright, so here's a little confusing one for you guys to do. Try this out. Oh, why did I use p? There is a reason why I defined p. Okay, we can do this. Okay, so here we have three cases where I'm basically saying if the value and type of x equal to x and y, or is the value of x equal to the value of z, or is the value of p not equal to the value of 5. What do you think this is going to print out? Please let me know. Um, oh, you know what? We can make this even more interesting. After you finish that, try this one. This is one that I think you like. Is x equal to y and x and x and we can say is x equal to 2, and then we say is p equal to 5. So if that is if this is true, all right. So here are two problems for you guys to try. Please leave in the comments what you think the answers will be. I appreciate your feedback, and I'll be surely to get back to you. Thank you.